The most popular way to play Magic the Gathering is amongst 4 of your funniest friends, chit-chatting as you play your deck out like a board game. But Commander can also be played to the highest of competitive levels.
Closer to Legacy than anything else, Duel Commander is a 1 versus 1 way to play Magic with 100 card singleton decks.
The possibilities are endless.
We had our subscribers at home pick one deck representing each year of the Duel Commander format and had Duel Commander specialists play them in a 7-round tournament.
And now we finally have it. We have a top 8 of what could easily be the best Duel Commander decks of all time.
And after 7 videos, we'll be finally able to crown the best Duel Commander deck ever.
Best Duel Commander deck ever. Thoralf, I've been waiting for this tournament forever.
Duel Commander is one of my favorite formats and now I get to play it. But before sir, put your cards back.
This is how you start a game of Magic the Gathering. You draw 7 cards.
I'm not only joined by Kes, my commander. She's very awesome. I got help.
Look at you!
There was one point in time, and it's literally about 1 point, where Lutri was legal.
Yeah, like 10 seconds.
So Lutri is my commander. Unfortunately, I have to pay 3.
Because now you have to pay 3 to put it to your hand.
Still fair, but also free card.
It's insanely good. So is my hand. We're playing Edgar Markov, a card that was banned in Duel Commander very early because it's busted. Even in your command zone, it'll make 1/1 vampires every time you play a vampire. So if you look at our hand, we've got 2 pretty mediocre vampires, but we can afford to play them because every one of them will net us a 1/1. And then eventually when we get to 6 mana, we'll play Edgar, pump our whole team and attack for lethal.
Yeah. Welcome to the first quarterfinals of the best deck ever series, Duel Commander. And we're playing a deck that just oozes Thoralf, as it is a very, very strong control deck, also paired with a combo finish. We're playing Kes, and Kes is a very easy creature that says during your turn you can cast 1 spell out of your graveyard with casting its mana cost, and then you have to exile it. The goal is to live for as long as that card is not on the battlefield. So looking at our starting hand, we have a piece of each: remove a spell with Fire and Ice, card selection with Impulse, and a Jace to fill our graveyard. Now we just need to not die in the first 3 turns and everything is all right.
I really always wanted to do this because this is Commander. I'll play a Command Tower, which is a City of Brass. It doesn't hurt me because it taps for any color of the color identity of my commander, which is red, white, and black. And I'll tap it for red to play Bold Impaler, a card you've probably seen tons of times because it's a staple in every format it ever was in. It's a 1 mana 1/2, and if I pay 3, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Todd, there's not only that text on this card. Actually, it's not on this card. It's on my commander. Edgar Markov has Eminence. This is why Edgar Markov is an Edgar mouthful, because I don't even need to have it on the battlefield. No. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire token. So every single one of my draft shaft vampires will come with a 1/1 stapled onto it.
Something else?
I think that was enough. I just paid 1 mana for a 2/3 split into 2 creatures that if I pay 3, it's your turn.
I'm also gonna match your command tower with my command tower.
Twinsies! Are you also gonna make 2 vampires? Boo.
No, I'm gonna pass the turn.
I'm sorry for you. I'm gonna draw. And welcome to Duel Commander, Todd. I'll fetch with my Arid Mesa, going to 19, and get, no, this is not Legacy. Yet here I am with a scrub land. It taps for black and white because I get to fetch for planes, and it's a planes, and this is Legacy.
Yep.
No, wait, Duel Commander, but you get to play my expensive cards. And I will tap this 250 euro land to play, it's a Vampire Interloper. I wouldn't even play this in draft, but it's a flying 1/2 that cannot block, yet it still makes a vampire.
So you're using your 300 euro mana base to cast 5-cent commons.
I'll go to my attack step.
This is like using the best wine you have.
And cooking with it, yes. I'll attack you for 2.
I'll take it. So I played a land and you have 4 vampires on your board. Okay. Normally I would be very, very happy to cast Jace on turn 2, start the engine going, looting some, flipping into a planeswalker, and then going from there. But unfortunately, Kal all represents 5 damage, and I can't let that happen. I will not live to the end of the day of Jace, so we're gonna have to use the fires right now and then maybe play Jace later, but this is a bit faster than I hoped it would be. I will match your speed by playing an island and say go again.
Well, I have an excellent 3-drop. I have a better 3-drop. I'm gonna play Cavern of Souls. When it enters the battlefield, I can choose a creature type, and then that type cannot be countered. I see you're playing blue. So I will pick, goblins or vampires. It's a coin flip, but I'll have to say vampires.
Yeah, you won the coin flip.
And this mana will be probably used to pump this up.
That's legally binding, right?
Sue me. I'll attack you with these 4 friends. This would currently be 5 damages.
I do want to cut that down to a reasonable number, but even though it's a bunch, I will cast Fire.
Whew.
Fire deals 2 damage and I can distribute it to 2 creatures. Now I see a 2/1 flyer and another token, they're gonna die.
Yep. You went from 5 to 2 damage.
Oh, that sounds reasonable.
It is in fact 2 damage because this Drana, who's uncounterable, would have been amazing next turn. It's a 2/3 flying first strike, and whenever Drana, Liberator of Malakir, deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature I control. Gracias.
Yeah, can I interest you in a 1-round truth?
Like a not square truth?
Just something where we agree we don't really want war, we just want to play
truce.
magic. Yeah, not our Lord and Savior Jace, the whole truth.
That card was €100 for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, this was half of your scrub. At one point. He's a 0/2 that taps to loot, and sometimes he's a planeswalker. This time he's a glorified blocker. I'm gonna play a land, and it's your turn.
So, you got that, Jace.
I got a Jace.
So I hope your glorified blocker will be glorified blocking. Well, you'll have to or you're dead. This is turn 4. I'll tap 3. I played a Shared Animosity. It's an enchantment that whenever a creature attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each other attacking creature with that creature type.
Do you have any creature cards in common?
All vampires all the way down. I'll play a fetch land and go to my attacks, may I?
Yeah.
You may not block.
All of them gain +3/+0. Oh yeah, that's mega lethal.
It is.
Jace is gonna block.
So yes, originally you take 5, you go to 11, ouch. And then each of these get a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah. I'll take another 10.
Yes, because she has first strike, so she deals the damage beforehand. You got a uno.
I have good news and bad news.
What, you have good news?
Look, I have a damnation. It destroys every creature.
Do you need to tap this for black first?
No, I have a land that could possibly make black in my future.
So you could destroy all the creatures. It would cost you your life.
I have to pay a life to get my mana, so I can't do that.
Sucks to be you then.
In that case, it's your turn. So many tricks up my sleeve.
Show them to me.
I'm dead.
Okay, next game. This is the moment usually where I tell you what cards I'm bringing out of my deck and which cards I'm bringing in. It's called sideboarding. But in Duel Commander, you do not sideboard. You have 100 cards in your deck and they're all different. So enjoy this brief respite before I trounce Thoralf again. Thoralf? It's too bad. I came here expecting long games. I'm a vampire. I like to play with my food.
Digesting is not as fun as eating, huh?
Yeah, vampires don't have tummies, do they? I don't know, you tell me.
I mean, where does the blood go?
I don't know, have you seen True Blood? They just kind of explode. You know what explodes? My hand. Wow, last game we had bad vampires in our hand. Now we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve of some of the best vampires in our deck.
Yeah. Okay, I might need a minute or 20. Yes, we have 2 mana. We can even cast a Demonic Tutor, but what else have we got going for us? We have expensive spells we can't cast. If we look for a Toxic Deluge, we need to draw the land. We have nothing that defends us on turn 1 or 2 because we're casting the Demonic Tutor. If we get a land with a tutor, what are we doing? Liliana just gets rid of a token. I think this might go down as one of the most controversial mulligans of all time.
Wait, we have Andrea Mengucci on this channel. He'll keep anything.
Not my ideal start to the series, I have to say.
Down to 6.
One more, bonus cards.
I feel like I just need to play a 1-drop and a 2-drop and a 3-drop for the rest of the series and I win.
This is exactly what we're looking for. We can ditch the Time War, we'll deal with it later, but mainly we got 2 cards that defend us in the early game and we even got lucky in Ancestral Visions. I will put this down. Last game, I was dead in turn 4, right?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So we'll play an Underground Sea and I will suspend an Ancestral Vision.
Do you think you'll survive to draw the 3 cards?
If I survive 4 rounds, I will get the payoff of drawing 3 cards. The payoff is great.
If you survive, every turn you have to take down a suspend counter.
Yes.
And when you reach 0, you get to draw 3 cards. I love your optimism. I'm gonna start at 19 life because I'm gonna fetch for a Badlands in my deck, which is a land that taps for black and red. Last game, I played a bunch of really bad vampires. This game, I'm gonna get to show off a little bit. I'm gonna show a really good vampire. It's a Stormkirk Noble. It can't be blocked by humans.
Okay, I can do that.
Even your commander is a human. Whenever I deal combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Also, this is the end of the Renaissance. Now it's Baroque N. because my commander, every time I play a vampire, I will get a 1/1 vampire to accompany it as well.
I didn't listen after the joke because it was too good, but I see the danger imminent. Huh?
Oh yeah, I appreciate the hope.
Now you laugh. But if you give me 3 more turns of this,
3.
yes, then I will get to draw 3 cards. Look.
Oh, and you're gonna follow this up with a tap land, my friend?
We're gonna chill a little. I'm gonna play a Crumbly Cropolis.
Terrified.
It's basically a command tower that comes into play.
So you brought a stick of gum to our cannon fight.
I don't know, maybe I'm just charging up my atomic bomb.
I'll play a swamp.
Okay.
First of all, I'll just hit you for 2.
Oh, you see? What could go wrong?
First of all, this specifically, because my Stormkirk Noble dealing damage to you will get a +1/+1 counter, and then I'll play another great vampire. These are just, the bangers keep coming. I'm gonna play a Gifted Etherborn, which is a 2/3 Death Touch lifelink that comes with a friend.
So now you chose to play actual good card.
And it's a party, and you're invited.
I'm the food. I'm the buffet. My turn?
Yes.
I will.
This is the exciting part.
This is a big part of Magic and the kind of perception that comes with it. If I have a mass removal spell in hand, I can destroy all creatures if I want to. But I also kind of want Carl to play more creatures because I want to delay it for the best moment possible. Could I save the Collective Brutality to move after? Yeah, but I kind of want to seem desperate, right? I kind of want to display the thing that he can just cast all his creatures because Thoralf doesn't have anything, and then bam, get every creature on the board. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast the Brutality, and then as a kicker, look at his hand. Maybe we can remove something that would kill Cass later in the game. And then when he thinks like, oh, he just removed my creatures, he clearly doesn't have any mass removal. We're gonna wipe the board with Toxic Deluge and win from there. I'll play Mountain.
All right.
And I think we're gonna have to relieve the pressure a little. But first, I'm gonna play Talisman.
Oh, how?
Which makes black and red.
It also deals you 1 damage when you do that.
I'll cast a Collective Brutality. Whew. It has 3 modes. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You may choose an instant sorcery card from it that player discards the card. Target creature gets -2/-2 end of turn. And target opponent loses 2 life and I gain 3 life.
So you gain 2 life and I lose 2 life and that's it?
You found the one option I'm not gonna do. I will give this creature -2/-2.
Well
but
done.
also use the escalate mechanic of discarding a card and choose an additional mode. So I'm gonna look at your hand and discard an instant or sorcery.
There is 1, and it's very good.
I'm left with 1 card. Cards in hand?
4.
It's your turn.
If you survive long enough, you're gonna draw 3.
That's the plan!
But first, I'm gonna make sure you don't get there. I'll attack for 4.
Yep.
I gain 2 life up to 21, and then I will lose it back again. Hold your pen, because I will shock myself with the Sacred Foundry. We could just curve out here. We could play our 1-mana creature and our 2-mana creature. Each of them would give a 1/1 vampire, but we know Thoralf has ways to wipe the board. Damnation or Toxic Deluge can kill all of my creatures, so we're gonna hold back and play 1 creature that gives 1/1/1 instead of playing out too quickly. Against control decks with board wipes, it's very important not to play out all your cards too early and to hold back. In case they reset the board, you need to be able to build back up again. We're talking about draft cards that were not even good in draft. This was an all-star and everything.
That was sick.
This Vampire Nighthawk is a beautiful Magic card.
Best
And it's
uncommon.
so simple. It's a 2/3 flying Death Touch lifelink. That's it.
Plus.
It makes a vampire and destroys Thoralf's face.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn with my veritable army.
1 more, and I think we're gonna get there. The visions of my ancestral ancestors were actually true. There is a huge flood coming.
Did they have really good vision? They had glasses.
They had toxic vision because
Oh.
it's a deluge. A toxic deluge.
How much life are you paying?
I'm paying 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So that means now every creature gets -3/-3. Down the drain
It's okay,
of
there's
life.
so many more where that came from. It's like a clown car except vampires and they eat you.
And I will play my final card.
Is that you? Ow!
No cards in hand, but stocking up.
Well, I did have the challenge of trying to take you out before. If you're gonna draw 3 cards, the chances of one of them being a board wipe are pretty low. So I'm gonna make a bunch of vampires.
Yeah.
First of all, Vampire Lacerator. Be him, he's a 2/2. And he ends with a 1/1. But at the beginning of my upkeep, I lose 1 life if an opponent has 10 or less life. That'll be solved soon.
I have 11.
I'll play an Olivia's Bloodsword. It has flying, and it could have haste if I paid red, because any target vampire I control can get haste if I pay red, and it can't block. But it won't be doing that because it'll be attacking with his vampire friend. You removed my 4 creatures, and here I am with 4 creatures.
Yeah, I didn't do anything, but I'm gonna do something now. I'm gonna draw 4 cards.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got there. I never believed in you, and I regret that now.
It's not the best we can do, but I'll play a land and a signet.
I thought you had a big play now.
Whoa. Hold your vampires, I guess. Yes, because I'm gonna make a zombie army.
Oh wow, I believe.
I deal 4 damage to target creature. I think the flyer is the most annoying one.
Never would you believe you're hitting an Olivia's Bloodsworn with a 5-mana removal spell.
Here I am. I'll gain life equal to damage dealt, so I'm gain 4. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. This is also me. You have almost no creatures. I have a 4/4.
I'm gonna take 1 damage because I've failed to put you down to 10 or less life. Our commander has one game plan. Put Thoralf on the back foot and eventually get enough damage through. We get our creatures for free, so let's play as many as we can to get around Thoralf's blockers and then hope our flyers close the deal. I love playing this deck. It's basically autopilot. It just plays itself. I will attack you for 4.
I mean, yeah, if you have something, I'm gonna block the most damage. So I'm gonna block the Lacerator.
I do. I don't need you to do this now, but you're tapped out. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt, which will deal 3 damage to your zombie army. So you're gonna take 2, he's gonna take 5. And now that I have these friends, I'm gonna play a Smuggler's Copter, a card that was once banned in Pioneer. It's not a vampire, but it's so hella cool because vampires get to drive a helicopter, which let's just all agree that that's whimsical and fun. It's a 3/3 flyer. It's a vehicle, so I'll have to tap 1 power of creature to equip it. They hop into it, and when they attack you, I draw and discard a card. I'll pass a turn. It does everything.
It never stops. The pressure. Okay, well, I'm gonna tap 4 and cast Kess, my commander.
Oh, finally! This is the first time in a Best Deck Ever series that anyone's ever cast a commander. Woo! Wait, we need the hats.
Technically true.
Happy Commander Casting Day! Here's your hat. Welcome. We have fun here. Okay, enjoy.
I'll play an island, and because of my commander, I can pay blue and cast a ponder.
Value, you got there.
I don't see you casting a ponder with your commander.
That would be illegal.
Oh, they're all good. I'll draw this.
Oh, so you kept them all in. Okay.
And then, for my last 3 mana, I'm gonna return the companion to my hand. Ooh. I'm gonna return the companion to my hand. Is there no party for a companion? Wow.
The budget has gone down.
Yeah, okay, it's your turn.
All right. I will draw. Ooh, a very good magic card. I'm going to play a Skull Clamp, which broke magic at some point. It gives +1, -1.
Give me that. Can you do that?
I'll play Skull Clamp. It gives +1, -1 to an equipped creature. It only equips for 1. And whenever a equipped creature dies, I draw 2 cards. Let's test that out. You want to see how that feels?
So, not only does every vampire of yours have Kicker Maker Vampire, it also has draw 2 cards.
Yes. First of all, this vampire is going to jump into the Smuggler's Copter.
Okay.
So it's driving it.
Yes.
It had an accident. I'll equip it. It dies. It becomes a 2/0. I draw 2 cards because it dies.
Okay.
Woo, these are good ones. And then I will play a land. It's a command tower. We saw that before. And then I'll equip the Skull Clamp onto the Smuggler's Copter.
Okay.
It doesn't instantly die. It has a dead passenger in it. It's very confused.
Yes. How do you drive the vehicle? There's nobody in there.
I'm going to ask you by attacking you with a 4/2. And when it attacks, I'm going to draw a card and discard this balance.
Now my cast actually dies to it?
That's the plan.
Alright, take 4.
And I will pass the turn.
Let's start the magic with a Jace.
Oh, I heard he's better than all.
He used to be better than all. Let's say it like this. He enters with 3, and then he has a bunch of abilities. Do I want to look at cards or defend myself?
Look at cards.
Well, pay 0.
Oh, that worked.
And brainstorm. Draw 3, put 2 back. Oh, you were definitely correct, I have to say.
Protect stuff. Protect stuff. I said protect stuff.
No. I will put those back, play a land, and pass the turn.
I'm gonna draw.
Alright. Concerning.
Are you just dead? Thoralf is basically dead. This Blood Artist siphons him for 1 every time a creature dies. And my board and hand are just full of ways to sacrifice all of my creatures. So he might not know it, but if Thoralf doesn't block this Smuggler's Copter, he's just dead to the Blood Artist triggers. I will play this Blood Artist, which, yeah, you notice the shift of the music? That's because of how good this card is. It is a 0/1, but whenever itself or another creature dies, you lose 1 life, and I gain 1 life.
Yep.
It comes with one of those set other creatures because of my commander. I'm gonna use this new card to jump into the Smuggler's Copter, turning it into a creature.
Very smart.
All right, you realize how close you are to dead now. I will equip the Smuggler's Copter with this Skull Clamp.
Now, before stuff happens.
You'll take 1?
I'll get a bad lands.
Oh, why didn't you get a good lens?
Remember the Fire and Ice I showed you in game 1?
Ooh.
I'll have it again. And now, I'm gonna deal 2 to your Smuggler's Copter.
You know that it still has 3 toughness, right?
Correct. But before it resolves, Remember the time where I had the banger of a card, Lutri?
Ah, yes, you're Lutri.
Put back into my hand. Yes, on the stack. I will
He did the thing.
Lutri as well. I will copy an instant sorcery on the stack, and I can choose new targets. I will copy my fire,
What is the price?
and I will target one of your Blood Artist and one of your Smuggler's cards.
So this dice first for the one.
Yes.
You take one, I gain one. And then the other one, it resolves, killing my Smuggler's Copter before
it was
its
equipped.
skull gets clamped.
Yes.
I will play a Swamp and equip this useless vampire who somehow drove a car so badly it exploded. With a small skull clamp, it will die.
Skullclip is so good.
I will draw 2 cards. Enjoy your life, it was a short one. I will pass a turn.
I'm gonna brainstorm again.
It's too fun.
But also on the other news, I think you're dead.
What? No, wait, what? You're dead.
You're dead? No, you're dead.
No, you're dead. No, you're dead.
Well, you're actually dead. I'm gonna attack you.
Top of 19. I will take 6.
Yeah.
Weird, but okay.
I'm gonna cast the Demonic Tutor. I will look through my deck for a card and
Yeah.
take it into my hand. This one. I'm gonna cast a Temporal Manipulation.
Lovely.
Somebody takes an extra turn after this one.
Thank you. So kind of you.
Me.
Oh.
I would have chosen you if this card would have allowed it. I'll take an extra turn. Now, I have a Kess. I want to use it. I'm gonna cast Demonic Tutor again. I'm gonna get a Time Walk. I will show you because this is...
That is kind of cool, actually.
I have an extra turn. I will take Time Warp to my hand. This one is exiled because I can cast it. I will untap because it's my turn. And before I do anything, I will cast Time Walk from my graveyard.
With the Kess.
Having that dealt, I'm gonna attack you.
I no longer want to make decisions.
You take 3. I will untap because it's my turn. Oh, I'm not even gonna use my Jace. I will cast a Time Warp. I'm gonna attack you for 6.
Oh, I'm a 4.
I will untap because it's my turn. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
the
cast
thing.
Time Warp.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. I had a Price of Progress in hand. You were totally toast.
Okay, Thoralf stole that one out of nowhere, but remember that the Lutri he's playing was banned because it was a lot better than it currently is printed because they have added text on that card. So we're playing a super banned deck against a not so banned deck, so I think we can have it from here.
All right, so now I've learned my lesson. I don't let your commander resolve. I'm not playing blue. I don't let it live.
We have one plan to play vampires that make more vampires. This hand just doesn't have a lot of vampires. We can ship it. We can mulligan. We'll go back, take 7 more cards, put 1 down, start at 6. It's okay. All of our cards are 2 cards.
It's gonna go back to the library.
You remember from the game before, we really do want to mulligan extremely aggressively, and now we're even on draw, but we do have a Force of Will, which gets worse because he gets a token for every vampire, but also we have a Signet, so that means we can cast Cass on turn 3. Cass is a very solid blocker because Carl doesn't play that many cards because he needs to play so many vampires, right? You cannot have your deck full of other cards if you need a very dense amount of vampires. Then we also do have an extra turn, so we kind of have the combo lined up, and if we draw a removal spell, we're probably golden. I think this hand is close, but probably a keep.
So this is the first quarterfinals. This is the first match. The winner of this one will be the first one to move on into the semifinals.
This hand is wonderful. It has the 1-2 punch of the Falconwrath Gorger and the discard outlet. It even has a removal spell for his commander. Let's just get rid of one of the lands because we don't need it. It's redundant.
I will keep this and put this at the bottom.
Show me your best stuff.
Okay, I will. I'll play a mountain and use it to cast a Falconwrath Gorger. It's a 2/1, and every vampire creature I control that is not in play has madness. And you can pay its mana cost for its mana cost. So if I were to say discard a vampire, I can just play it instead.
Equally strong, I will pay a Path of Exorcism.
Why are all your cards bad?
No, this is not bad. It adds a mana of any color from my commander's identity, and when that mana is spent to cast, I get to scry 1. It's like a command tower with an upside and a
A
downside.
huge downside. A whopping downside. I'm gonna draw for turn. Ooh, this is quite good. I'm gonna fetch and take 1 damage to put this Badlands onto the battlefield.
I have a theory, back
wanna
me
hear
up
it.
on this. People that play aggressive decks also fetch more aggressively.
Yes, because our life total doesn't matter. Yours does. I'll spend this 2 mana to play a Hera Falconwrath. She's a 2/1.
Oh yeah, what does she do?
If I discard a card, I transform her, at which point she becomes a huge 3/2 flyer beater. Also, if I discard a card, I can play it because of my... did you see my combo?
I didn't plan to use it that early, but you forced my hand, and I will force your card.
You're force of willing my 2-drop? Well, you pay 1 life and ditch a card to counter this. But because she was cast and Edgar is absurd, I'm gonna get a vampire anyways.
Yes.
And I'll attack you for 3. Aggro is crazy whenever you play a creature, even if it's countered, you get to get another creature. It's like Exhibit made this deck. Do you like creatures? I put creatures on your creatures. Beautiful song. Is it a funeral march?
I will take 2 damage.
Oh, wow. Definitely for you then.
I think I'm gonna have to ask you for one more turn of not being too harsh. I will cast a Demon Signet.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. That's unfortunately not exactly what I wanted. So first of all, my Falconwrath Gorger and its bodyguards are gonna say hello for 4.
We're not going to play the Stormcloak Condemned. We're going to keep it in our hand because after that, we are actually out of gas. And against control decks, you have to know when to not play out too hard to the board because you get to rebuild afterwards if they get rid of everything. So we're going to keep up this removal spell in case Thoralf plays his commander. And if he does, easy. We kill the blocker, we play the Condemned, discard a card, pump our whole team, he's dead. So that's our game plan. Instead of trying to up our odds of winning just this moment by a little bit, we're trying to make sure that there's no off button to the game if Thoralf ever has the right card.
I'll play Flooded Strand and pass the turn.
You have no more?
I have Flash Vampires.
Knock knock, who's there? Behind you. I was planning to play my commander, but my draw step kinda made me reconsider. So I'm gonna play land and an Arcane Signet.
Oh yeah, that's so much better.
Another mana, and then I'm gonna tap 3 and cast an Exhaustion. You, sir, are exhausted.
All the time.
Creatures and lands you control don't untap.
Sure, it's daytime. They're resting.
Nerd.
I'll take 1 damage. I'll get the Scrub Land. You took an entire turn to do... Oh, I also did nothing. I'll draw. My creatures don't untap. I'll play Mountain. And then I will choose not to attack.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you have no cards that are relevant, right? This is my strategy.
I have 3 Destroy Target Thoralf spells.
I have to say I'm using a lot of cards that are not used as intended, which doesn't make me happy, but I'm gonna tap 5 and cast, I think, the saddest Time Walk in history.
It's an Explorer.
So, it's my turn.
You take an extra turn after
But
this one.
It is
Congratulations.
an actual benefit to have it in the graveyard because I can cast it later. And maybe I draw a better card. I will play an Underground Sea, and then I think it's time for my commander.
I agree.
Kess. I casted Kess with my Path of Ancestry. I'll scry 1. Actually a very good card. I like it. And then it's your turn.
Yeah, you need more lands. Let me give you some more lands. I'll path to exile her. I'll pay 1 mana. I'll exile target creature, and you get to, in exchange of that, go get a land in your deck and put into play tapped. It will untap. Eventually.
I think that's the worst thing anyone has ever done.
I agree.
Oh, and I lose my top card as well.
You can choose not to get a land.
Welp, that did not go as planned. Go.
Okay, so you have 2 mana open. It's not a counter spell, because then your Kess would still be around. I'll play a Polluted Delta. And I was afraid of running into a board wipe, but now I think this is just enough, because my commander has haste. I will play a Stormcloak Condemned. It's a 2/2 vampire, and vampires at control get +1/+1 until end of turn if I discard a card. But I can only do it once, so I can't just discard my hand and you're dead. I get a vampire. This one cannot attack.
This is very sad. You wouldn't believe it how sad it is.
I think I'm having a great time, actually. I'm going to attack.
Yeah?
Pew! I'm gonna discard a card. Vampires I control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this ability only once each turn. I'm gonna discard this Nameless Inversion. And I could play it, because it's a vampire.
It's true.
But I won't, because I would have to kill a vampire to do it.
Kills a vampire to make a vampire.
The cycle of life.
Yeah.
So all my vampires get +1/+1 until end of turn.
How much is that?
7.
Ugh. This is bad. I have 8 mana, and let me tell you, if Carl does everything correctly, I'm dead on board. I cannot cast Kess because she costs 6, then I can only mana leak, so I can't really do anything. The only thing I can do is use the Mana Confluence to bounce 3 creatures. That leaves me at 1 if Carl attacks me for only 2 damage. Now, if Carl really just draws a card and discards a card into his vampire, we're dead. We can't do anything about it. But we don't want to lose. No, we actually do want to win the game. So that means we're gonna have to attack in a different angle, psychologically. We have to make Carl sure that if he draws a land, and that's my only out, basically he draws a land and can cast Edgar, he wants to cast Edgar. Edgar's powerful, Edgar's very strong. I might have removed a spell in hand for some of the creatures, so maybe he's really compelled to do it. We need to do our best to make him play the Edgar as soon as he gets the land, because that's the only shot of us not dying next turn. I'll play a land. I have 8 mana.
Yes, you do. That's so much.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
How are you not just dead?
Carl, I'm gonna be honest with you. My chances are quite slim.
I'm aware.
My best hope is you don't draw a land for your commander, and I might live another round. So it's your turn.
So are you saying that you have a lot of removal spells? I will fetch. I'll take 1 damage to get this tapped Godless Shrine.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay, so if it's a bluff, it's a weird bluff. So let's draw. And I can discard this card to make you take infinite damage, but you're about to go, and I need people to see how cool my deck can be before this video ends. So I'll play a swamp. It will allow me to cast Edgar Markov, often called the best commander ever. It's a 4/4. It has eminence, we've been through there. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, you make a 1/1. But it also has first strike and haste, and whenever it attacks, I put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire I control.
Ironically, he doesn't give you a vampire.
I already have enough.
You know who also had enough? Me, because I'm gonna mana leak him out of my game.
Well, welcome to Duel Commander. In Duel Commander, or like in regular Commander, whenever your commander dies, it goes in the command zone back, and you can cast it again for 2 more.
Tell me more about your sweet little plan.
You die?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I have a last breath.
Do you have the card Last Breath? I would be gaining 4 life right now.
No, I have the card Mystic Confluence.
Ooh, that's
It costs 5, and it has a lot of modes. But this time, I can choose the same mode 3 times, which is either draw a card or countering a spell, but I can also return a creature. And if I did my math correctly, which I did, I return 3 cards, those 3, and then I accept your damage.
I hate math. 1, 2. You go to 1! All right, well, I have 2 vampires. I'm going to make 2 friends.
Yes.
And I have no idea if you're going to survive at 1 with 2 attackers, so I'll pass the turn.
It's pretty easy. It's basically, do I draw the right cards?
You need to draw a board wipe, then another board wipe, then another board wipe, then another board wipe. It's a banger. Then another board wipe, 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 then another board wipe.
What if I tell you I don't even need a board wipe? I just need a plain island.
Oh, wonderful for you.
Because I will cast again.
Okay.
Hola, young lady. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant sorcery spell from your graveyard. If you cast that card, exile it. Now, remember where you got really tired and you didn't do something for a turn? That's also now.
It's a second nap time.
Yes, you're exhausted. Creatures and lands, this time it matters, do not untap during your untap step.
You survive 1 more turn. I will draw, since I don't have an untap step.
What you gonna do?
And not thing. I'll pass.
The small line of being very dead to very cocky of winning is...
Yeah, like a turn ago. You're at 1.
I'm gonna attack you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And then, because of Kess, I will cast a Time Warp from my graveyard again.
Except you don't have a demonic tutor this time.
My turn?
Yes, you get 1 extra turn.
Alright. Draw. I'm gonna cast another Jace.
Oh, the worst one.
It is not the best Jace, you are right. +1, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, draw a card. I'm gonna do that, so it's gonna go to 5. Also, if I would draw a card while I have no library,
You start with 100 in this game.
I'll win the game. But so I'm gonna mill 2. Those are practically cards in my hand because of Kess.
Yeah, it's quite the combo. No, I changed my mind.
In this case, it's not. Okay. 4/5, cast a Mystic Confluence, and then bounce the vampire and draw a card. I'll draw another card, and then for land for try, I play a Maze of If. So that means if you attack me, I can prevent that damage.
But it can't tap for mana.
You know what? I'm gonna take the chance.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack you for 50.
You're almost dead. If I draw a Hellrider, I unfortunately do not have it. So instead, I'm gonna play this Falconwrath Gorger again.
Okay.
Because it's gorgeous. And this Stormkirk Condemned again. You remember? Each of these will net me a vampire because of my Edgar Markov. Pass the turn to you and hope you're dead next turn. I don't know how you'll ever get through the endless stream of vampires I can generate.
Well, first start with milling myself for 2. So I put the top 2 again into my graveyard. And then 4/4, cast Effect of Fiction.
Oh, Factor Fiction is a lovely card. Please give the viewers this experience.
2000, yes. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library, and then an opponent separates them into 2 piles. Move them for you. And then I can choose one of those 2 piles and put them into my hand, and the other one goes into the graveyard. Now, if you do the math, again, because math is great, do your math, I will get at least 3 cards if I want to.
Unless I do this like a madman. There's endless discussions on how to split a Factor Fiction pile. So I'm going to give you the option of either this Lightning Bolt and this not very good Planeswalker in this moment, or this Narset that sees more cards but no Lightning Bolt.
It's a very smart choice. I will take the 3 cards.
Okay.
And then for my free spell this turn, I will cast Deadly Rollick on your commander.
Okay, well, you might have been expecting this. But I will discard a vampire card to give all my creatures +1/+1, and it's clearly just for the power this turn.
Okay.
But because it has madness, I'm gonna pay its cost to put it into play. So instead of being discarded, I put it into play. It's a 2/2. If I sacrifice a vampire, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn, but mostly it gets a vampire to sacrifice. And before it gets exiled, just in case I want to ever bring this back, I'm gonna sacrifice it to Vampire Aristocrat.
Oh, smart. Then I'm gonna cast a Collective Brutality, and instead of choosing one mode, I'll choose all 3. So I'm gonna discard 2 cards, and I'm gonna give this -2/-2.
Yes?
Look at your hand and discard an instant or sorcery,
It's a vampire.
and gain 2 life and you lose 2 life. And as a final act, I'll cast a Narset. Look at the top 4 cards of my library. I choose a non-creature, non-land, put them into my hand. I'll show you an intuition. It's your turn. If I did everything correctly, you should be at 1 life still.
Okay, so I feel like this Vampire Aristocrat is not connecting, but just in case it does, I'm gonna make sure it has something.
To eat?
Yes. I'm gonna play a Vampire in Thoralf. It's going to enter with another vampire because I have Edgar Markov. This vampire cannot attack, but it can be eaten. Now that I have these 2 vampires chilling, I'm gonna attack for lethal.
Nay.
I'm attacking you.
I'm gonna block a vampire
Okay.
and then make the aristocrat not able to do damage.
Not be in combat anymore. This
I
would
go to
put
1
you down
again.
to 1. And now that I have a veritable army, and each of them have Thoralf touch, I'll pass the turn to the man that Thoralf touch is named after.
So you have 5 lethal attackers, you're saying? I'll draw. Luckily, I think you're on the verge of giving up.
What? Yes, after I deal you the last point of damage, I will give up and go eat a sandwich.
I'll cast an intuition. I'm going to look through my library for 3 cards with different names. And then you may choose one of them, and I get that into my hand.
So it's like a fact or fiction, except in this case, if you have cards in your graveyard, you get to play them anyways.
Are you ready for my 3 cards?
Show me.
I'm going to show you a Bloodstained Maya,
Why?
a Marshlet.
Interesting choice.
Wait, you're not impressed?
Is this for the video? Is this a joke?
And a Tainted Pact.
Ah, there's a Tainted Pact in that deck.
Any particular card you want to give me?
You can have the Bloodstained Mire.
Great. I will, because of cast Tainted Pact from my graveyard.
Yes. Can you please read Tainted Pact?
Yes, remove the top card of your library. Then for each card I reveal, I have the chance to either take into my hand or reveal the next card and take that. I stop when I want to take a card or when a card has the same name as another card I've shown before.
I thought you were going to get 3 silly removal spells with that intuition. I didn't realize that you had an I win the game button in your deck.
I have a win the game button. Edgar Carl, play the song from earlier.
Then another board wipe, 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 then another board wipe. Oh, Tough, you're out of cards in your library.
This one.
So how are you gonna win if you lose the game once you...
I would like to draw. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead.
Congratulations. I did not think I was gonna lose with Edgar Markov to Lutri.
1 life less, and I would have died many times.
But Tainted Pact is wild in that deck. I was not expecting that. Well done, you moved to the semifinals. Congratulations, I'll see you there after I beat Andrea.